Then next is about what there our optical isomerism or the optical activity over there. First, for the optical isomerism, we have to look at about the optical activity over there. Optical activity means when the light falls, it can go in all the direction there. Okay, now when a light travels, it will travel in all the direction with equal speed there. If the vibrating, all the particles will vibrate in all the direction there. When it passes through Nicol prism, the direction will be only in the one plane over there. Then there will be the vibrations of the light will be in the one direction there. All the direction will be removed, and only this will be the one direction in which the light particles are going to be vibrate afterward when they pass through the Nicol prism. So what we have seen there, so there should be have been one polarimeter. The schematic diagram had been given there. Here the light source coming in the all the direction, unpolarized light which is going in all through the direction. When it's passed through the Nicol prism, it is having become what they are polarized, going in the up and down direction, only in the one direction. Here in the sample tube, what is present over there? An organic compound in which for which what we optical activity has to be measured there. Then when it passed through this this one sample tube, the plane polarized light had been rotated about some angle. That point, that the change in the direction of the light or the angle will be called it as, that can be seen by the second prism, or that is also called the analyzer along with the eyepiece over there. So that shows the how much the plane polarized light had been rotated, how much it had been rotated, at how much angle it had been rotated. By that we can say about the particular what we can say, the optical activity of an organic compound. The property of a substance of rotating the plane or the plane polarized light through a definite angle is called the optical activity, and such substance should be called as optically active. Okay, then this is all about the optical activity. Now there should be a specific rotation. One term came about the specific rotation is the number of observed degree of rotation. Yeah, that how much it can rotate a plane polarized light when it pass through the 1 decimeter or the 10 centimeter of its solution. That will be, that much rotation will be called it as specific rotation there. Now one more thing, then chirality. The main cause of the optical activity will be the chirality. Chirality is also called as the chirality or the desymmetry. It is also called as desymmetry. Desymmetry means the what when an object is non-superimposable on its mirror image, it is said to be chiral. Means it should not be superimposed on its mirror image. Suppose take an example of here take an example of this two circles. If they will if their mirror image should be taken, they can be overlap or they can be kept over each other with a force over there. Means they can completely overlap or completely enclose the another point over there. So this are called as achiral. Achiral means because they can be superimposed over each other. Their mirror image can be superimposed over each other there. But the chiral substances are which one there? If we are talking about the chiral, they cannot be superimposed over each other. Take an example of which one they are, right hand and left hand. See, this one is the left hand, and when its mirror image of the right hand should be kept over there, then what should be this one there? They cannot superimpose over each other. There should be a difference between the right hand and the left hand. This is the mirror image of the left hand, and this is the mirror image of the right hand. So they cannot superimpose, means they should not cover all part of this one there. So these substances are called as achiral there. Okay, then achiral, the original of see here also the molecule, if we keep all this H bond over here, then what happened? This one fluorine will come over which one there? Bromine. Fluorine will come over to the bromine, and chlorine will over chlorine, and hydrogen over hydrogen, but the bromine will cover this fluorine. So they are not superimposable, so they are called as chiral compound over there. And so for the stereoisomerism, what should be requirement there? There should not superimposable or mirror image on each other, and There should not be a plane of symmetry also there. Here the see the plane of symmetry. If we this one can be we fold this plane there, they should overlap. Means C will come over C, B will come over B, A will come over B, D will come over D. Now in this case they are having a plane of symmetry, so they become what they're known so they become achiral there. If we talk about A, B, C, D here, then they become what they're chiral, because D is coming over A, and here the A become coming over where there D. So this is called as achiral compound. Neither they should have the plane of symmetry nor they should have the center of symmetry. Then only it became what their chiral compound there. Cause then one of the main cause of optical activity will be the chirality. That means they should not be superimposable over each other. Then optical isomerism, when two or more compound having the same molecular molecular formula, similar chemical structure, exhibit different effects on the plane polarized light, is called optical isomer, and such compounds are called as optical isomers. So some have the tendency to rotate the light in which direction there, some have the tendency to rotate the light in which direction, in the clockwise direction, and some have the tendency to rotate the light in a anti-clockwise direction, which having the same molecular formula, but one of them have rotating the light in a clockwise, another is rotating the light in a anti-clockwise direction. So this is called as the optical isomerism. This will be referred to as dextrorotatory or the plus sign, or it is called as levorotatory or the minus sign. Okay, so these are the two isomers, dextro, or here it can be called as levorotatory. Okay, these are the two kinds of isomerism in the optical isomers there. So here are some of the terms are given over there. The racemic mixture, in which the racemic mixture is means it is a mixture of D and L isomer all together there. So equal amount of D isomer and equal amount of L isomer. So the net rotation becomes what there, 0. That is called as racemic mixture. Another term is for what there. Resolution is what the separation of racemic mixture into D and L component is called as resolution. These are some of the definition over there. Then then comes to what the meso compound are which one there, in which one plane is rotating the see here, the one plane is rotating the light in a clockwise direction and another is rotating the light in a anti-clockwise direction. So the net rotation becomes what there, 0 in the same compound, not in a different compound but in a same compound. So the net rotation becomes what, 0, and this kind of compound will be called as meso compound there. Only this much. Then about their compound here there are the 2-3 things, definitions are there given over there. Then enantiomer is enantiomer, when a molecule possesses what is their chirality, and it can exist in two non-superimposable stereoisomeric form, that is the the D or L form, dextrorotatory or levorotatory, which are the mirror images of each other. These forms are called as enantiomers, and the phenomena is called as enantiomerism there. So this is all about the enantiomers and enantiomerism there. Properties are given there that they are different in their manner in which they rotate the plane polarized light. They will rotate the plane polarized light in a different manner. The absorption coefficient of the left-handed and right-handed circularly polarized light are different, means they should have the that is they have the circular dichorism there. Enantiomer may possess different rates of reaction with other optically active compound there. Then the enantiomer may differ in the physiologically, that is one is having the sweet taste. If we are talking about dextrorotatory histidine, it is having sweet taste, and L-histidine, which is what they are tasteless. Okay, then distereoisomerism is what there. Another term, distereoisomer, is the optical isomer which are not mirror image of each other are called distereoisomerism there, and the phenomena is called as distereoisomer there. Here if they are here, what we can say, they are not the mirror images of each other, so they are called as distereoisomer there. Okay, so this is all about isomerism.